So, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Obviously, they are two players who we hope are still playing for the Indiana Fever. However, Sophie Cunningham took a massive shot at Nike today, almost on behalf of Caitlin Clark. And this is one of those ones where it's like, oh God. And by the way, like, you know, I'm not going to say Caitlin Clark has ever considered leaving Nike. I'm saying that at worst, Caitlin Clark has at times been a little bit like...
Sophie Cunningham delivered a headline-grabbing statement that surged across the WNBA conversation, calling out Nike and putting fresh scrutiny on Caitlin Clark's endorsement situation. The reaction that followed was strikingly quiet, signaling this went far beyond light talk and landed as a serious challenge that echoed concerns many around the league had quietly discussed. This wasn't framed as humor, but as a clear expression of frustration that reshaped how people view the connection between players and major brands. The immediate fallout created intense buzz, leaving observers trying to process what unfolded and what it could mean for the future of two high-profile figures suddenly at the center of an unexpected brand controversy.
Some Adidas sneakers that she had received. And the comments here, KK Timpson, I'm obsessed with these shoes, Aaliyah Boston. If you guys know anything about Aaliyah, don't know if KK signed a shoe brand. Aaliyah is signed by Adidas. However, I think she was saying they were her favorite shoes or something. Caitlin Clark, I promise you, they aren't my favorite. Sophie Cunningham, and I promise you, we get treated better at Adidas. That is a shot. Pew pew. Shots fired. Shots fired.
The controversy began when Sophie Cunningham shared a photo of her new Adidas sneakers, praising the comfort and exceptional support she'd received from the brand. What seemed like a simple boast quickly escalated when Caitlin Clark, a Nike athlete, chimed into the comments, responding to a fan's remark about her shoes with a playful yet pointed hint of dissatisfaction, never naming Nike directly. That brief interaction sparked the underlying tension around brand loyalty and athlete backing, setting the scene for a dramatic, very public revelation that had been quietly brewing behind the scenes.
Better at Adidas. That is a shot. Pew pew. Shots fired. Shots fired at Nike. Reminds me when Caitlin, she thanked Kelsey Plum for Under Armour athlete for the Nike ad. I mean, Kelsey Plum's started wearing Nikes again, hasn't she? But yeah, this is an interesting one here. No quotes, but yeah, this one is a very, very interesting post.
Then Sophie Cunningham delivered a direct, no-holds-barred strike. Replying to Clark's comment, she wrote, "And I promise you, we get treated better at Adidas." This wasn't casual chatter, it was a pointed critique aimed squarely at Nike, hinting at Clark's own frustrations without her having to say it herself. The message was unmistakable. Nike was falling short in how it supported its top athletes, particularly Clark, especially compared to the treatment Adidas provides. The comment instantly went viral, sparking a social media firestorm and forcing the league and fans alike to reckon with the unspoken tensions between Clark and her major sponsor.
Leaving Nike now. She's absolutely 0% chance she's leaving Nike today or right now when at a time when, you know, things are absolutely going well for her at Nike. When things are going well for her at Nike. And when things weren't going well for her at Nike, fair enough. Like when Nike were ignoring her, when Nike were... It seemed like they were putting her to the side because, you know, oh, it was a bad look to hype up Caitlin Clark. When Paige Beckers got a line of merch before, like, realistically, when Paige Beckers got a line...
Leaving Nike? Not happening. There's zero chance she's jumping ship right now, especially at a time when her position with the brand is solid, even if it hasn't always felt that way. There were moments when Nike seemed to sideline her, failing to give Clark the spotlight she deserved, letting other athletes, like Paige Buchers, get merchandise lines first. But that doesn't mean she's abandoning the brand. It just highlights the bumps in the road between star athletes and major sponsors, a reminder that even top-tier talent can face moments of being overlooked.
Paige Beckers got a line of merch before, like, realistically, when Paige Beckers got a line of merch before Caitlin Clark, then you're like, what is going on? Paige Becker's got her line of merch when she was still in college. That being said, it is a it is a very, very interesting thing here to see this comment, because you better believe that this is not just a random comment. Like, this is something that
this public pushback didn't come out of nowhere. For months, rumors circulated that Caitlin Clark, despite her major Nike deal, had grown increasingly frustrated with the brand. Insiders hinted at a sense that she wasn't being fully showcased or properly valued by the company that had signed her. That backdrop gave Sophie Cunningham's bold comment real weight, showing it wasn't just offhand, it was tapping into a widely understood tension. For anyone watching closely, the signs had been there, pointing to a deeper, long-standing issue behind the scenes.
This is not just a random comment. And this is something that, worst case scenario, has been talked about. Whether Caitlin's mentioned it herself, but at least the public discord is there. And with every one of these type of jokes, there is a little bit of truth to it. There is a little bit of truth to it. I don't know how much of a truth there is, but there is no question about it. A little bit of truth to this comment right here. And look, at the end of the day, it is a very...
Caitlin Clark's boyfriend, Conor McCaffrey, had already publicly aired his frustrations with Nike on social media, posting critical tweets and sharing similar sentiments from others. Coming from someone so close to Clark, his actions served as an early, unmistakable signal that tension was building around how Nike was handling her career. This visibility confirmed that the dissatisfaction wasn't fleeting or speculative. It was a real concern shared within her inner circle, highlighting the depth of the growing unease surrounding the star athlete's relationship with the brand.
A little bit of truth to this comment right here. And look, at the end of the day, it is a very, very interesting scenario, the whole Caitlin Clark and Nike situation, because let's be completely real, like, we all kind of know that Nike did a bad job with Caitlin Clark, especially initially. There's no question about it that initially Nike did a bad job with Caitlin Clark. They did a real bad job. And I think every single person...
Many saw the heart of the issue in how Nike initially managed Caitlin Clark's rapid rise. Throughout her record-shattering college career, as she captivated fans nationwide, there was a widespread sense that Nike wasn't fully leveraging her star power. Observers questioned why such a global phenomenon wasn't immediately spotlighted in major campaigns. That perceived lack of action planted the seeds for later frustration, creating an early feeling of missed opportunities and underappreciation that lingered from the very start of their partnership.
You just never know. You never know what's going on, and I do think that the Indiana Fever players kind of know and are at least talking about what the fuck is going on here. Like, at least I would say during the stage when Nike were absolutely screwing Caitlin, that like Nike would or like this would have become a much bigger news, because right now we all know Caitlin's shoe's coming. It's not going to mean that much, and like,
there's broad agreement among fans and insiders. Nike initially mishandled Caitlin Clark. Anyone who followed her rise closely would likely see it as a missed opportunity to back a generational talent from the start. Early missteps, perceived slights, and delayed recognition painted a picture of corporate oversight that was hard to ignore. That shared perception gives Sophie Cunningham's social media comment added weight, tapping into a widely felt frustration. Nike's misjudgment wasn't just a slow rollout, it looked like they sidelined one of the biggest cultural forces in basketball. While Clark was breaking records and drawing unprecedented attention, Nike seemed hesitant to spotlight her, as if amplifying her fame was a risk. That strategic, or perhaps short-sighted, blunder reinforced the idea that the brand failed to grasp her magnitude, leaving a lingering impression of mismanagement. Cunningham's playful jab carries more than humor. It echoes sentiments likely discussed privately among players, reflecting a shared understanding of how some brands fail to fully honor their top talent. The reality is that Adidas is widely seen as treating its athletes with greater attention than Nike did with Clark during her formative rise. Players across the league, including those on the Indiana Fever, are aware of these differences. They talk, compare notes, and notice how brands handle their talent. Sophie Cunningham's candid comment shows that these conversations go beyond casual locker room chatter. They reflect a shared awareness and even frustration among athletes when a star like Clark appears undervalued by a major partner. That said, Clark is not leaving Nike. Her relationship with the brand has evolved, and reports indicate things are going very well for her now. This shift suggests past grievances have been addressed, creating a more positive, productive partnership. The timing of Cunningham's remark is intriguing, highlighting old tensions even as Clark moves forward with Nike, largely because of the upcoming launch of her signature shoe line, which firmly cements her commitment to the brand. This is a landmark moment in any athlete's career, marking the height of brand partnership and personal recognition. Walking away from Nike now, with her own signature shoe line on the horizon, would be unthinkable, reflecting a major investment and commitment from both sides. It solidifies her long-term future with the brand, regardless of past friction, and underscores the positive direction of their current relationship. The contrast between Nike's earlier missteps and its present engagement with Clark is striking. While the brand once appeared to sideline her during her college dominance, generating genuine frustration, the narrative has shifted. Now, as Clark enters the professional league with her signature shoes pending, Nike has clearly stepped up its efforts. That turnaround explains why, despite earlier setbacks, her relationship with the brand is now one of collaboration and mutual benefit, leaving previous grievances behind. Her earlier frustration with Nike was real and grounded, not mere speculation. This was reflected in the actions of those closest to Clark. Her boyfriend's social media posts and retweets of critical sentiments made it clear that genuine frustration existed. This wasn't a minor annoyance, but a period when her relationship with Nike was far from smooth. Understanding this history is key to why Sophie Cunningham's comment landed so strongly, tapping into a well-known, documented dissatisfaction that insiders were already aware of. Some may wonder about the timing of Cunningham's joke. Why make such a pointed remark now, as Clark's Nike relationship improves and her signature shoes near launch? The answer lies in insider trust and humor. Coming from a teammate and friend, the joke signals comfort and mutual understanding, allowing public commentary on past missteps without threatening the now stable partnership. In essence, Cunningham's remark reflects a safe, familiar context, not a risk to Clark's current, growing relationship with Nike. This suggests that while Cunningham's comment highlighted past issues, it isn't viewed as a threat to Clark's current partnership. Instead, it may serve as a subtle way for players to hold brands accountable, reminding them of earlier missteps even as relationships improve. It's a public recognition of the journey, acknowledging the initial challenges that laid the groundwork for present successes, all within a supportive team environment. The situation also reflects a wider truth. Players in the Indiana Fever and across professional sports are acutely aware of the details of their endorsement deals. They discuss openly who is supported, who receives opportunities, and who might feel overlooked. Cunningham's remark offers a rare glimpse into this dynamic, showing that athletes aren't passive participants but active observers who compare experiences. This shared awareness fosters a culture where jokes about brand treatment carry real meaning and can spark meaningful conversations. Even with Caitlin Clark's signature shoe line on the horizon and a strengthened relationship with Nike, the memory of early missteps still lingers. It's a clear reminder that even the largest brands can stumble when managing unprecedented talent, and athletes, no matter their value, never forget how they were treated. The hint of truth in Sophie Cunningham's comment about being treated better elsewhere is more than a historical note. It's a pointed statement about ongoing expectations for corporate partners. Past mistakes leave lasting impressions, shaping perceptions of loyalty for years. This whole saga, from Cunningham's bold public jab to Clark's earlier frustrations with Nike, underscores the delicate dynamics of modern athlete endorsements. It highlights the power of player voices, the weight of perceived slights, and the reality that, even in multi-million-dollar deals, respect and recognition are paramount. The episode serves as a vivid reminder to brands that their actions reverberate, influencing public perception and shaping the narrative around their top talent. We're entering a new era where athletes speak openly, and